What up, Ninja Clan, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am, as always, your host, the Atomic Ninja G, and today we are opening one of the newest products from Disney Lorcana, the Gateway product. So this is a beginner-style learn-to-play box, okay? Comes with everything you need to learn how to play Disney Lorcana. So let's flip this thing over. It is a huge box. Really, really big. The biggest box they've done so far. It's a nice box, though. It's very, very nice. So let's have a look. Enter the magical realm of Lorcana. As you step into this realm, you'll wield magical ink to summon new versions of Disney characters called glimmers. These glimmers, some familiar and some fantastic, will help you gather lore from across Lorcana. So as you can see here, we've got this big game board, a couple of standees, you got the lore tracker across the middle there. You unlock new cards as you play. Now this box comes with all old cards. Nothing new in here. I'm interested to see if there are set 5 cards in this box, especially since they announced this box in set 4. So it's 8+ 2-player game. It reckons that it'll take you about 30 minutes to play. So I'm going to open this thing up and I'll meet you right back here when we're inside. Okie dokie. So let's take a look at this. We have this very large rule book. I was not expecting this. Wowzers. We've got our guidebook. Go. These are our deck tips. So I'm assuming we've got a Stitch Maleficent deck and an Elsa Mickey deck. We've got our tokens, so we've got all our damage tokens. We have a Mickey and a Stitch standee. Oh, and there on the back there we have Maleficent and Elsa. So yeah, Mickey and Elsa are on the same side, and then Stitch and Maleficent on the same side as well. So there we go, we'll pop that there. Then we have the game board. And then we have inside the box. Let's see what inside the box looks like. So we've got, 2 decks. Do not shuffle. Okay. Oh, and there we go. We've got Anna from set 4 and Winnie the Pooh from set 2. Good to know. We've got 2 of the standee things. Very, very big bag there. But that might be for the counters. So that's okay. Then we've got 1, 2, 3 and 4. Do not open. This pack is locked. Do not open until instructed. So I imagine what's going to happen is we're going to play the game, and as we're going through, we're going to do different things with this to unlock these once you get to a certain stage. So let's take a look at the game board. Let me see if I can get all this stuff out the way. So I've got a couple of marks on my game board. I'm not sure if they're supposed to be there, but let's have a look and see how big this actually is. Oh, there we go. It folds out quite nice. So on the back, you've got this sort of nice swirly Disney Lorcana. It's so big, you can't really see it. So you're about to see like my desk and stuff. Got my Biddy Pops and some Star Wars stuff over here. So behind the scenes stuff. So this is the underneath of the board. That's quite cool. I guess you could use that as a makeshift play mat if you wanted to, for 2 players. If you just wanted to play straight up. Let's have it. Alright, turn this around. Here we go. Okie dokie. So my desk is not big enough for this entire board. Alright, let me just squidge those up a little bit. Okay, that's as far as we can get it on. Let's have a look. Can I camera go up any further? This is a proper behind the scenes of my desk, guys. Look at that. So, yeah. So the game board's pretty big. It comes down probably about... Let me have a look. Oh, yeah. So what you can't see off my camera is like this much. So this here is this here. So imagine all of this side as well. So we've got our big lore tracker going down the middle here. You've got somewhere for your deck. You've got discard, cards in play, your inkwell, and then on your turn, this is what you do. So let's see it. Ready, turn your exerted cards upright. Set, characters you played last turn can act this turn. So when it says set, the characters you played last turn can act this turn. That's where it's talking about like start of turn abilities. Like at the start of your turn, draw a card. Draw a card, you ink, and then you act. So any number of times, play a card from your hand by exerting ink. Exert a character played before this turn to quest for lore or challenge an exerted character. When you're done, pass the turn to the other player. And also, right on the bottom here, it's got a really cool little key. So it's got cost, exert, strength, willpower, and lore, just so any new players can have a look as a quick reference to what the different symbols mean. You'll have cards where it will say things like exert this card to do cheeky damage or something like Robin Hood. You can see that symbol on the board right there, and it says exert next to it, so you know what to do. Okie dokie, let's take a look then inside these little starter decks. Let's do Stitch and Maleficent first. So we know we've got Honey Wizard in there. So you are not allowed to shuffle these cards before you play. I don't know why, because I haven't read the rules yet. But at some point, I will read the rules and I will make a how to play video for you guys. So we've got Winnie the Pooh. We've got Olaf, Piglet, Minnie Mouse, Stitch, Magic of Dispel. Oh, nice. Jafar. Okay, I like Jafar. Magical Maid. Piglet again. Jafar. Okay. Daisy Duck from set 4. Nothing set 5 so far. Rowley. Magic of Dispel. Pluto. Maleficent. Got Jafar. Olaf. Christopher Robin. Stitch. Jafar. Maleficent. Stitch. Oop. I'm stuck. We've got our first Ray. So we've got a Ray Merlin from set 2. Minnie Mouse, Stitch, Daisy Duck, Winnie the Pooh, and Mickey Mouse. So my guess is that you are not allowed to shuffle these cards because it's going to take you through step by step how to play. So that's that deck. Then let's take a look at these Do Not Shuffle Mickey and Elsa. So we got Anna, Mickey Mouse, Aurora, Iduna, Pascal, Donald Duck, Webby Vanderquack, Donald Duck, Olaf, Card Soldiers, Ray Goofy, Khan, no, set 4, Farley, Webby Vanderquack, Sisu, nice, Iduna, Minnie Mouse, Hans, who is this Hans? Webby Vanderquack. Oh, another Ray Rapunzel. So we've had 2 Rays in this pack. I wonder, might have to check the other deck. Elsa, Pascal, Aurora. He's got a sword. We've all got swords. And much those are then the same. I'm glad we got this one because I want loads of those for a hero deck that I'm currently constructing. There we go. So that is that little deck. Now, I'm not going to open the other little packs right now. I want to open that when I do a bit of a gameplay, because my plan is, guys, to do the rules, make a how to play video, and also make a gameplay video. So I'm going to leave the other packs a mystery for now, and if you want to know what's in these packs, then go and take a look at that game when it's up. And when that game is up, I'll put a link in the description below for you guys. So, guys, turns out I'm a complete wally, because I finished the video, it was all done, and then I realised I hadn't looked through any of the books to see what they looked like and what they actually did. So we're going to do that now, and then we're going to jump back in to the end of the video. So let's take a look really quick at the deck tips then for Stitch and Maleficent. It's this tiny little pamphlet. Let's have a look. Less damage. So although it looks like a character card, I'm stuck as an action card. Oh, and it tells you about what it does. Okay, so it kind of gives you strategies for the deck, right? So it's less damage, more strength, more lore. Okay, so it kind of helps you to realize what the different symbols do and how that helps. We take a look on the back. Then we got cunning combinations. That's cool. Tells you which cards work really well together. Then we got the front cover, and then what have we got here? Stitch and Maleficent starting deck. After you've played through Disney Lorcana TCG Gateway, you can reset starting decks to teach a new player. Oh, okay, cool. So, we can see this. So it tells you there. Let me adjust the thing. There we go. So the first 7 cards have to be these guys, but the rest of them can be shuffled in any order. I guess rest of deck shuffled. So yeah, I guess you can shuffle them in any order because they're in alphabetical order. But these 7 cards have to be exactly the same. So my guess is then that you have those 7 cards the same. You start playing through. It's going to give you specific instructions what to do and how to play. And then after that, it's going to give your players a little bit of leeway for them to do what they want to do. Kind of go off on your own with some training wheels. And I imagine the Elsa Mickey deck is exactly the same. So it's got there, the first 7 cards have to be the same. These ones, not so much. And, oh, there you go. Breaking the rules. So that's talking about Inky being able to ink. Characters can't normally challenge outside the turn, but he's got Rush, okay. And then we've got more strength, more law, more options. So that's good to give our players a little bit more in-depth into the deck and the strategy moving forward. So that's kind of cool, little tip decks like that. Let's take a look at the big old guidebook. So let's bring the camera up because this is the size of the box. Let's have a look what's inside the box, the guide. Endless adventure awaits. Okay, now that you've learned the basics, it's time to explore the realm of Lorcana. In this guidebook, you and your opponent will be working together to meet goals. Okay, with each set of goals you complete, you'll open the next gate and unlock new cards. Discover new abilities and strategies as you move through the gates and expand your decks. That's kind of cool. So from now on, when you set up the game, open this guidebook to see your goals. Read over the goals together before you start. You're still playing against each other, racing to gain 20 lore, but you're also working together to complete the goals to unlock the gates. Okay. Each gate's goal focuses on the cards you have so far, giving you the opportunity to learn how to use new cards in exciting ways. If you complete a goal, check it off. It's possible to complete multiple goals in just one game, but some goals may take a little longer. You may want to keep count in the guidebook or use damage counters to track your progress on the goal. If a game ends before you've checked off all the goals, start at the same page in the guidebook you next play. When you've completed all the goals, finish the game you're currently playing, then follow the directions at the bottom of the page and open the gate. Okay, so that's kind of cool. So these packs then, I'm assuming, are the gate. So once you finish and complete goals, you get to open these packs, get extra cards, and then move on to the next one. So starting decks, to unlock a gate, you must complete all 4 goals. So gate 1, quest with 3 or more characters on the same turn. So let's bring this down so you guys can see this a bit better. There we go. Challenge 3 or more opposing characters in a game. Quest and challenge on the same turn. Have a hero character and a villain character in play at the same time. Check your character's words for hero and villain in the bar below their names. Note, a character in play can be on either side of the board, even if their ink is still drying. That means one player can have the hero and the other player can have the villain. Well, that's good to know. So, as long as you complete all those goals, then you get to, I guess, open pack 1. So you must check off all the goals above to continue. At the end of the game, if all goals are complete, check off the box to the right. Tick. Open reward pack 1. Look at the colour behind the card names and separate the cards into their decks. The Stitch and Maleficent deck gets the yellow and purple cards. The Elsa and Mickey Mouse deck gets the red and blue cards. Turn the page to open the gate and continue your adventure. Well, that's really cool. I quite like that. I quite like the fact that it's obviously for starting and learning to play the game, but it also has a bit of a story to it. Oh, so I guess you get song cards in there, and you can watch a video about your new cards. That's cool. Got a QR code. We got items and abilities in Gate 2. Spoilers. Floodborne characters and shift. Nice. So it's basically, you're going to go through this and learn all about the different keywords in the game. I wonder if locations are something they have in here. Will they have locations or will they not have locations? That I'd be really interested to know. And then you've got a product list. So starter decks, booster packs. Oh, interesting. They're not advertising the Trove. But I guess if you are just starting out, this is probably the best place to start. Starter deck, couple of booster packs will get you nicely on your way. What have they missed out to? Floodborne, Inklands, and... oh, what is set 4? Oh, Ursula's Return. Okay, so the first 3 sets here. That's very cool. I like this. I like that a lot, actually. That is really cool for teaching new players how to use different types of cards. I like that a lot. And really quick then, let's take a look at the Lorcana rules. Read this first. Well, whoopsie. So again, very nice glossy paper. Setting up the game, overview, learning to play. Again, QR codes for videos. Don't shuffle your deck before your first game. Object of the game. So the cards, characters, actions, parts of the card. Card anatomy. You like a bit of card anatomy around you. Playing the game. Ready, exerted. Your inkwell. How that's going to work. Ink and non-inkable. Playing cards, questing, using abilities, all the stuff that you need to know how to play. Challenging, there we go. After the game, official rules. Oh, okay. Let's take a look at this a minute. I want to see what it says here. Let's bring you guys back down. Da-da-da-da-dum. Have to move this over slightly. After the game, what happens? Collect all your cards from your area. Deck, discard pile, inkwell, and hand. Shuffle them together to form your deck again. Then start up a new game and open the guidebook. To make sure you have only the cards from your deck, look at the colour behind the card names. The Stitch and Maleficent deck gets the yellow and purple cards. The Elsa and Mickey deck get the red and blue cards. So official rules. Gateway uses some simplified rules to make it easier to learn how to play. Once you're comfortable with the game, you may want to start to use some of the notes below that are part of the official Disney Lorcana game rules. So altering your starting hand. Before the game begins, each player can alter their starting hand once, so a mulligan, beginning with the first player. Usually a player does this if they don't have very many cards with inkwell icons on them, or if too many of their cards are high cost. To do this, put any number of cards from your hand on the bottom of your deck without revealing them, then draw cards until your hand has 7 again. Finally, reshuffle your deck. Now, I do like that about Lorcana, whereas other games you would put the cards back, you'd shuffle your deck and then redraw. With Lorcana, you don't. You put them on the bottom, you take from the top, and then you shuffle, which minimizes the risk of you drawing the exact same cards again. However, if you have got 4 copies of each card, there are increased chances of drawing the same hand. Ink and act. So steps 4 and 5 of the turn are combined into what's called the main phase. That means you don't have to add a card to your inkwell before doing anything else. You can add it later in your turn, such as after playing cards, questing or challenging, which is a really cool thing to do sometimes. Running out of cards. If your deck runs out of cards, you lose the next time you would need to draw a card, and your opponent wins. Well, there we have it then. And I'm assuming that's the last page. Oh, nice little index on the back as well. Okay, so that is all the extra bits. So, back now to past me to wrap up this video. If you want to know what is in these packs or how to play the game, then make sure you click that subscribe button and turn on your notifications for this channel so that YouTube will tell you exactly when those videos are up. And I want to give a quick shout out to Firestorm Games in the UK, where I managed to pick up this Gateway box and where I actually got all of my Lorcana stuff from. They're a great shop. There's a link in the description below to all of their Lorcana products. Go click on it, check them out, and buy stuff from them because they're awesome. But until next time, guys, I have been the Atomic Ninja G. You guys have been awesome. And this has been Disney Lorcana Gateway Unboxing.